Hi guys, Nancy here from Loombicious. Welcome to part 2 of the Husky puppy tutorial. We're going to start with the main body and attaching everything to it. Make sure your loom is set in a rectangular shape and follow me. We will start with one side of the body first, so grab your main body color. Grab a single band, a single main body color band. Place it right here. The rest will be with two bands. So only one single band there, and the rest will be two main body color bands. So follow me. Now grab one of your main body color and one of your second base body color. So that's creamy white for me, like a tan color, and burgundy. Place them here. So those are two single bands and two again. And now switch back to your main body color. Two bands. You don't have to do this variation. It's this on the back. So you can even make it longer. It's some color variation on the back of your Husky. So you don't have to do this. It's optional. But I am doing this because I'm making him a sister or a brother, I don't know yet. Let us continue with two main body color. Go diagonally down this way and fill the entire row with two bands. It's a tiny body. Well, it's a puppy, so it's supposed to be tiny. So two bands at a time. Now go diagonally down again with two bands and fill the bottom row with two bands at a time. Go upwards here on the end of your loom. Only those are also two bands. Place them like this. Now we're going to place the horizontal bands. Those will be two bands at a time. Make sure you push it down on the top row, because we will add some loose bands there later. So we can stitch the Husky together, both parts of the body. So create some horizontal bands, stretch out two bands over all three pegs. Oh, it's stuck. Now use a single main body color band and double loop it. This will be the final horizontal band. Shall we do, well, grab one back leg, hold it like this. So this is the thick thigh part, and the feet or paw is facing to the right. We have to attach those 3 loose ends to those 3 pegs. In order, of course. Well, where you start, it doesn't matter. But I will start with the set in the center. So remove that tying band and attach it around this peg. I will show you in a second when I have it around. So it's like this at the moment. Center set in the center is attached. We need to attach this set to this peg, this set to that peg. You can leave the tying bands if you want to. You can also remove them. Depends on what you prefer while looming. I do prefer to remove my tying bands, but there is a tiny risk it might come off. So stick your hook through all those loops, remove the tying band if you want to, otherwise just leave them and remove them afterwards. It depends on what you like. Try to attach them so the bands aren't twisted completely, a tiny bit, that doesn't matter. So this is the back leg attached. Now grab one front leg, have it in the same way so the paw is facing to the right. This is the thicker tie, and we have to attach those loose ends to those 2 pegs. So same process. Do this however you prefer, however you like to attach it. It ain't hard, but it can be kind of tricky. Well, like this. So that's also attached. Now grab your husky head and neck. Well, they're together, so grab the head. Have it right side up. Stick your hook through the set in the center. And don't remove this tying band. Definitely don't remove it. We will need it as a mark for later, for the other half of the body. Attach the set in the center, around this peg here, like this. It's right side up. And attach this set. You can remove this tying band, by the way. Remove the tying band and attach this set on the peg next to it, this peg. So get all those loops around there. So it should look like this for now. I will kind of turn this tying band. And don't do anything with this set yet. We will attach that later. But before we can continue, we're going to place 2 loose main body color bands around this peg and every peg, every other peg. So place 2 loose bands around there and pretend they aren't there, but if they come off while looming, replace them. We will need those bands to stitch the husky puppy together. Oh, I'm off screen by the way, but it doesn't matter. I will show you. Fill the loom with 2 bands, 2 loose bands, until you reach this point. This is the last set of 2 bands you place, like this. And now we can loom. We don't have them around this peg, that's correct. Going to start looming right now, so go behind the neck bands here and grab the top 2 bands and loom to the side. It's important to do that. Well, we can decide what to do now. Shall we do the top row first? Maybe that's better for you guys, so you won't lose those bands. So also go behind this neck, all these neck bands, only grab the bottom 2 bands and loom over. And continue looming, pretend those loose bands aren't there. But it can be a little bit tricky. We can't loom the entire row, by the way, so don't loom too fast. We have to stop at some point. Stop at this point. Leave those for now. Stop here. Now we will continue with the bottom row. Just kind of get that leg out of the way while looming. Continue upwards. And loom this band diagonally or not. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, loom diagonally. And leave that there for now. Now we will do the row in the center. So go back down, go inside the neck bands, loom those 2 bands, go behind all those leg bands, only grab the bottom 2. Take your time, this can be tricky. Continue looming the center row. Also, same thing here, go behind all those leg bands, only grab the bottom 2 and loom. These are twisted. Try not to place them twisted, especially around the leg part. Grab the bottom 2. You might want to push that down a tiny bit. Now go inside this pack. This might be tricky. You need to grab the bottom 2 bands, loom across. Then we can continue looming these bands. Now the tricky part, I don't know, I never tried this before, if we can get one band through all of these bands. So use a extra hook. Where is my extra hook? Here. To get that single band through. If this doesn't work, there is another way to do this, but well, it worked for me. So just simply help that single band through and tie off this band. So grab your tying off band collar and make a tiny slip knot so your work won't fall apart. And carefully remove the first half from the loom. And guess what? We have to do the same exact thing for the other body half. That wasn't correct English, I know, guys. But I think you do get me. We need to mirror it though, so we can't do it exactly the same way. But this will be the first half. Just removing it from my loom. That's all I'm doing. and then that single band. Now pull outwards those 2 bands we placed there. Pull them outwards. You will need them later to stitch the body together. Like this. This is 1/2. It will be like this, of course, but now we're going to do the second half. So follow me. Also grab a single band first. We will place it here. It's a single main body color band. The rest will be with 2 bands at a time. So first go down until you reach, well, not completely, we need to swap colors or add a color if you want to. So I'll try to get this on the screen all the way. So I'm using 2 bands right now, but we started with a single main body color band. Now grab a white and a gray. For me it will be a creamy white and burgundy. Same thing, a single white and a single gray. And 2 burgundy for me. Now go diagonally down here with 2 bands and fill the entire row with 2 main body color bands. Until you reach the end of your loom. Now go diagonally down again with 2 bands and fill that row with 2 bands at a time. Now grab 2 again of your main body color and go upwards here. These 2. And we're going to create some horizontal bands. Grab 2 of your main body color at a time. You don't have to push this down, to be honest. A tiny bit, where we will attach the legs. Just stretch them across all those pegs. These are 2 bands at a time of the main body color. And a single main body color and double loop it at this point. Oh, this one is totally stretched out. Double loop a single here. Now grab your back leg. I will turn my loom for this, that makes things a bit easier for me. Have your leg like this. This will be the front right now, so the paw will need to face to the left. And this will be the thicker part, the thigh. So stick your hook through one set of those loops. We will attach it onto the same spot. So on those 3 pegs, I will have my loom like this. Those 3. This is the set in the center, so I'll attach it around this peg. If I can manage. I will do the set on the left. I do remove my tying bands, you don't have to. And the set on the right, of course. I will remove my hand after attaching it so you guys can see. I know the lighting is kind of bad, I guess. So this back leg is attached onto those 3 pegs. Now grab your front leg, also let the paw face to the left. We will attach it to those 2 pegs. Yeah, just checking. I thought I missed a band, but I didn't. Get it around there. So it should look like this right now, attached onto those 2 pegs. Now grab the other half we just loomed. Search for that set in the center where you left the tying band. Stick your hook through that same set again. And you can actually remove it right now if your hook is through, but I will do that later. Attach that same set around this peg. So just pull it open and attach it there. Then it's also right side up, same process. Stick your hook through the set next to it. Remove the tying band and attach it around here, this peg next to it. And you can actually remove this tying band if you attached it like this. Oh, I'm thirsty. Let us continue looming, guys. Well, we start with the first row. Go behind the neck bands, grab the bottom 2 bands and loom over. Just don't loom the last set on this first row. Follow me. One set further and then stop looming. Let us continue. Go behind these neck bands, grab the top 2 bands first and loom them to the side like this. And let us continue with the bottom row right now. So go behind all these bands and loom upwards. Remove that leg a tiny bit out of the way and continue looming. Continue looming upwards. You're in the way. Get out of the way. Also flip over this leg. Carefully though, because you don't want it to come off. Grab the bottom 2 bands here. Bands that are placed diagonally. And loom diagonally. And then we can start with the row in the center. Grab those bottom 2 loops, go behind all those leg bands and loom across. Try to place them without a twist. Also go behind these bands and grab only the bottom 2. It needs to come off anyway, but continue looming upwards. Also go behind all these bands, only grab the bottom two. Like that. Now grab those bands that are placed diagonally, all at the bottom. Loom diagonally, then loom this set. And finally that single band. You might need your hook again to help you out here. Or simply pull it through the sides. That's also possible. But I do it like this. Grab a tying band. Make a slip knot. It probably won't go anywhere, this single band, but it's secure right now. Carefully remove your almost completed Husky puppy from the loom. All I'm doing is removing it right now. It will probably be stuck at some point, but it's fine. My loose bands were stuck. Yeah, almost got it. Yeah, it's from my loom right now. So this is your miniature Husky puppy for now. We're not completely done yet, of course. We're going to stitch it together. So, well, flip it over, have it upside down. Pull on those bands so you have them all. We're going to stitch it together right now. So, it's so tiny, maybe I can hold it. Stick your hook through these loops. They're coming out from, well, that's, you can see, search for this. This is the set where I asked you guys, or told you guys, to leave the tying band. This is that set. So we need to stick our hook through this set like this. Then grab the first two bands you come across. Two loose bands you come across. Oh, this is hard for me to show it like this. I hope you can see it. And that head ain't blocking the light. You need to grab those two loose bands and pull them through. Like this. And leave those on your hook. Then stick your hook through the next set. Like this. And grab the next two loose bands. And pull them through. But also pull them through the top two loops. Like this. And leave those on your hook. Then stick your hook through the next set. And search for the next two loose bands. Which are, I can't even tell myself. Yeah, these two. Pull them through. Also pull them through the ones on top. Search for the next set. Search for the next two loose bands. Pull them through. I have too many bands there. And pull them through those. Hope you guys get this. This is a good way of sewing your animal together. It will be quite sturdy. We have to do this all the way to the bottom. So you need to pull it through completely. You can twist it, turn it, doesn't matter. Oh, please. It's not going well with me because I'm holding it. Normally I'm doing this while it's laying down. It goes better. And because it is so tiny, it's kind of difficult. I can't even get a hold of those bands. Oh. Therefore, I just need to pull it outwards. Pull it through. I'm almost there. Next set. Pull it through the next set. This will take some practice. But you can manage to do this. If I can do this, you guys can do this. And the final set. Pull those 2 loose bands through there. And through those loops. Yay! You are stitched together, my dear. Hold those bands with your finger. Now stick your hook through some bands here, doesn't matter. Somewhere. And get them through. And get them through even a tiny bit further. We will C-clip them. So pull them through some random bends, it doesn't matter, just get it out of the way from the back. Now grab a C-clip, a translucent C-clip, and attach both bends around there. So this won't go anywhere and is inside the body right now. So check this out. This will be the body. I'm off screen. So let us continue with the tail part. For now, yeah, we need to do the tail. We need to give you a tail. We'll make it a tiny bit poofy. I will also show you why we needed just one band there, otherwise it will be too thick and we will do the tail. But anyways, this is your husky body finished like this with the C-clip inside. So grab your loom. Oh, I didn't wrote it down where to do it. Oh, I do have to count. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 left. Is it correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Grab your second base color. I will show you in a second. I will place one so I won't forget. We need to double loop that second base color, so it will be white for you guys, I guess. Place it from the 5th to the 6th peg. Yeah, telling that correctly. So start with a single double loop band, and this is your second main body color. This will be the tip of the tail. So you can also choose another color, but now you know what it is. Grab another of your second main body color, also double loop a single. Now continue with your main body color, double looped single. And another one, also a double looped single band. And another one. And another one. One more. And the last we need to place are 2 bands of your main body color. So place those on top here. These are 2 main body color bands. Now we need to make everything poofy. So grab 2 bands of your second base color. get those 2 bands around your hook and wrap them around again. You have a figure 8 around your hook right now. Just squash that together and slip it over onto the first double loop band. Replace that band and repeat the process with the next double loop band. You can even make it more poofy if you want to. It will look like this, but I think this is okay. Now grab your main body color and do exactly the same thing. So wrap 2 bands around 2 times to make it look poofy. Slide it onto there and replace. And the next. Also do this with the 2 bands we placed. As that last set, we also need to make that set poofy. This takes some time, but it's a tiny tail, so I can laugh about this. This is easy and simple. You should do my sheep bracelet. That's completely poofy. That takes a while. Took me about an hour, I guess, to do that whole bracelet. Well, it's fun. It's fun to do. Also replace those 2 bands. I'm thinking, should I add some extra poof there? It's possible to do so, but not necessary, I guess. No, I will leave it like this. It looks okay. Well, after we have done the whole tail poofy, grab your Husky, stick your hook through one of those bands. At the end we tied off. Remove that tying band, so you have 1 band around your hook, but also stick your hook through that other band and also remove the tying band. And we need to attach all of those loops around this peg. So I don't know if this will work at once. I think I will use my fingers to help me out here. I have it upside down, but you can also do this right side up. It doesn't matter. Just get all those loops around there. That's why I just want 1 band, because these are 4 loops and that's thick enough for the tail. So mine is upside down, but you can also do this right side up. It really doesn't matter. So go behind those loose bands and loom over. Now make this set we just loomed poofy. Same process, 2 bands, wrap them around, lift up the bands, slide it onto there, replace. You can actually stick our hook through later after we loomed and sort those poof bands out. Again, loom the next set. Make it poofy. Same process. Only now we are doing it after we have loomed. So the poof will be on top. The other poof will be on the bottom. Loom 1 set further. Make it poofy. And replace. Loom 1 set. And make it look poofy. You have to do this all the way down. And then we can start stitching the stomach. Loom 1 set further, make it poofy. Remove those bands. Slide those poof bands over, replace. Loom 1 set. This will be the last main body color poof. The rest will be with your second base color. Or not, you can also do this completely with one color, of course. And you can even come up with your own color variation. I would love to see something totally different. So this is the creamy white for me. Well, it ain't actually white. And the final set, make it poofy. Then grab one single second base color band, get it through, pull it through, and make a slip knot here. And then we can carefully remove the finished Husky from the loom. Yay! You have a tail! There is the tail. We need to hide this band inside. Well, you can stick it through some random bands and pull it through. And weave it through some other bands. There is no way to do this, so... Well, what I'm actually meant to say is there is no really a way you are supposed to do this, so you don't even have to hide it that well. The tail is poofy anyway. Now if you want to kind of sort out the poof, just stick your hook through there and pull those poof bands upwards a bit. Try not to get stuck with your hook there. Pull them upwards. You can also turn them around if you want to. You can maneuver it a tiny bit till you're pleased with your poofy tail. Turn it around. And I don't like these bands here. What is this? We'll kind of flip them around because one band is badly twisted here. Well, it makes it look unique. So here is the finished Husky, but now we need to finish this up. So have it upside down again, grab your stomach, use this side, it's curving upwards on both sides. You can actually see the loose bands in the center. This will be on the inside, so you need to attach it like this. And we have those two color bands of the main body color. This will be the neck, so have it like this. This is the good part, and we have to attach it like this. So we're going to search, well, have it like this, have those two loose tying bands at the end, at the rear, near the tail, and kind of have it like this. Search for some band. Well, I will do this. Grab, I can actually show you guys this. Look for this set and stick your hook through only two loops and grab one of those loose bands here. And we need to do the same thing on the opposite side. So search for that same set, but grab those other two bands. Go inside them. It's hard for me to do it like this. And grab that other loose band and pull it through. So it's actually through the same set, but both are through a different side. Now we can continue by sticking your hook through some bands actually search for the sets. Just like we attached, I'm kind of checking here right now. This is better, I guess. Skip one set, and pull through that loose band. First we're going to do one side. And now I'm checking again, what's better. Doesn't matter. Let's pull it through some of the bands there. It actually doesn't really matter. Stick it through here. We need to go on the outside, not the inside of the bands. So grab these bands. And now my hook comes in handy again. I will do it like this. I will stick a hook through. So I can put the bands I pulled through around there. And I won't lose the bands. Just try to maneuver them through. Don't get stuck. Try to see what I'm doing. Try not to grab a horizontal band in between. It isn't a huge issue if you do, but pull them through. If you never have done this before, you might want to look first what I'm doing instead of doing this with me immediately. Unless you want to do that, of course. It ain't that hard, but sometimes this is tricky and definitely takes some patience to do this. It's actually the most boring part, I think, but also the most important part, because your Husky will be finished after doing this. Get it through. It doesn't really matter if you skip one set or not, or it has to be approximately pulled through on both sides on the same spot, so it won't get twisted. Or I do have to check right now. Yeah, I will actually skip one set right now for the rear part, I guess, or not. Yeah, I guess I will. So there will be a tiny gap there, but it will be close together, so you won't actually see it. Well, same process here as we did on top. Let me see, which band are we going to use. Here is the tail. Here is the back leg. I'm going to stick it through the back leg bands. Just a couple of them. There are a lot of bands there. And grab one. I want this one of the slip knot there. Grab only one. Like this. Now we need to do the other side. And you might want to squash your Husky together a tiny bit. Try to search for approximately the same bands you attached. Pull through the other loose bands, but it can be kind of tricky. And use your fingers to pull tight. And try to squash it. This really takes some time and patience. And if they pull out on this side, you will have to do it again and have to pull them through again. But what else would we do? I love doing this. This is fun. You will notice it will get a little bit easier when you get through a little bit more of those loose bends, it will actually stay closed by itself. You don't have to squash it that hard anymore. But in the beginning you do have to do that. Oh, my hook is stuck somewhere. Come on. Get through there. Yeah. Got it. Maneuver it through. Got 2 loops here, 2 loops there. Try not to grab the horizontal bends in between. I have too many here. Yeah, it's true. Let me check. Shall we? Yeah. Pull it through here. Even I'm looking for which bends are the best to pull it through. So if you skip one or missed one, it really won't fall apart if you do. So don't worry about it. Nobody will be able to see it anyways, I guess. So I've got all my bends through. I guess I might have missed one, but that doesn't matter anyway. So now we need to sew it together. The neck, I'm not going to skip one here. So grab the next and pull it through the first loop. Now I am going to skip one. Try to make sure those bends don't twist too much. Now I'm going to skip one, so I'm going to leave this loose bend hanging there and grab the next loose bend and pull that bend through. Skip one, grab the next loose bend, pull it through. We have to do this all the way around. Skip one, pull it through. Skip one, pull it through. Ooh, lost my hook. Skip one. Are we going to skip this one? Or not? Yeah. No. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to skip it. Pull it through. Now we need to continue on the opposite side, of course. So, yeah, skip one. Remove your hook if you have a hook inside, like I did. Oh, I should have done this upside down. Doesn't matter, it's out. So again, skip one. Am I telling that? Well, you might want to pull this through some bands. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Skip one. Will you see it badly? Yeah, you will definitely see this. So I won't be doing this. Don't skip one. Pull it through some bands first here at the rear. Doesn't matter which bands. And now we're going to skip one and pull that band through. And proceed. Let's skip one. Where's that other band here? I don't have another band there. Talking to myself here in the attic. So I'm just skipping one and pulling one through, skipping one, pulling one through, blah blah. And we're actually back at the neck. I don't want you to get twisted. No, 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 I'm losing it. I'm losing my bands. Don't. I don't want to squash it too hard because there are a lot of loose bands still out there. Now we have the same problem as with the rear, or not a problem. I'm just pulling it through the bands here, so you won't be able to actually see that band. And I'm going to continue again by pulling the last bands that are left through. Because after that it's done. This takes some time. Is this a loose band? Oh yeah, it is. It is. Well, same thing here at the rear. You might want to pull it through some bands again, so you won't pull it across. Let me see what bands. Doesn't matter what bands, it's the bottom. So I pulled it through, then I will grab the next loose band, pull that one through, and continue upwards. That's why these loose bands needed to be your main body color. You can see them a tiny bit. We're not done yet completely. We need to squash it. I love that part. You get to squeeze your husky puppy in order to shape it. That's fun. Yay, we ended the neck. Well, this is the last band if I didn't forget any. So what will we do with this last band? Well, we're going to stick it through, get your hook under the neck, under the stomach. Pull it through there. Now we need to seek for some band inside there. Try to grab a band, it doesn't matter what band. Pull it through again. Attach a C-clip around it. I will wrap it around a couple of times so it will be pulled inside the stomach. So it's rather tight. And I will squish in that C-clip if it wants to. Yeah, it's gone. So now you get to squeeze your husky puppy. Don't do it too hard. And we need to wire it, of course, but I won't be doing that. Squeeze it, push outwards that stomach a tiny bit so we can make it round. It's really just fun. Squeeze your husky puppy. And that's all we need to do for now. Well, he or she is done. All there's left to do is wire it. This will be your completed miniature husky. If you wire it, I'll put this aside because I need to wire it. I can't even show it like this, but you can also leave it like this. It's nice to cuddle with this way. Yeah. Oh, he's cute. So, totally different colors, but both of them are cute. So if you wire it up, it will look like this, and you can make it stand, sit, or lay down. So I do suggest you wire your project. There is a link below in the description where I show you how to wire your project. So guys, I hope you like this tutorial of the husky puppy. I do like them. Both of them. Well, one is wired, the other is not. Like, subscribe, share, and show me pictures on Instagram or Facebook of your puppies. I would love to see them. Yeah, well, that's about it, guys. See you in my next tutorial. No clue what it will be. I might throw in a pencil topper in a couple of days. I don't know. Or two of them. And I will try to make another whole dog breed soon. So guys, have a great day. This one is playing dead right now. And I will see you in the next. Bye bye.